Well, this garden is done, pretty much. Looking so much better. I'm very happy with my work. I planted my little rose bush yesterday, and we have the 2 boxes in place already. But it turned out great. 13 days of work. So much better, don't you think? All I have left to do is this little bit here. I have some daylilies that I'm going to clean up. Everything else is going to get pulled out of here. I'm going to clean in the back here. This is my rhubarb, and I'm going to plant my strawberries in the ground back here for now. But yeah, looking way better. These boxes will be filled in spring. So I have a little bit of quack here that I have to still take out. But pretty much it is done. So my next project is over here. Try not to flip you too fast. Is this, I call this the shed bed, because we had one time moved our shed over here, and I had made this bed to go around it. The municipality didn't like the shed being here, so we had to move it back. But this one is in need of some work. It's not as bad as the other one was, but as you can see, there's work to be done here. So this is the next bed to do. And then I have one more at the front of the house, the street side, that I want to do. So I am on a race against the calendar. We did get a sprinkle overnight, but we're supposed to have rain today, but it doesn't look like rain at all. I still have to move all those irises, and I think I'll put them behind the shed, but I have to till that up. And that I'm going to till. I'm not going to hand do anything there. So yeah, it is done. It looks great. I'm happy with it. I have to put my twinkle lights on the arch still. There was a set on there, but the ones that were on there are really old. And believe it or not, I've never ever changed the batteries in that set. So I'm going to put new batteries in and see if they brighten up. Quite a different view from the first time I sat here and turned the camera on. And just to remind you what this looked like before, I'm going to insert a picture here of what this was before. So I hope you've enjoyed these shorter videos. I've been taking video all along, but to be honest with you, by the time I'm finished working out here during the day, I don't have the energy to edit a large video. So I've just been putting up these small unedited videos, and you're still seeing my progress, but I don't have to do all the editing work. This weekend, I will be just putting up a video of some of my photography with some music, and that's all I'm going to be showing you this weekend. Monday I am going for my mammogram. I have to go an hour and a half drive to get there, which is fine, but this is, last month was my 20th year anniversary from my breast cancer journey. And still, to this day, when I have to go for a mammogram, it is a big deal. I guess it just embeds in your head, and you know, I'm quite sure everything is fine, but you just never know. So yeah, we will be gone Monday, and I hope it's a good trip. I hope we don't have bad weather or bad driving, And then next week is supposed to be a lot cooler, so I'm hoping to crack on in this yard and get some more done here. I did remember that it was Socktober. Now, how I forgot about this, I don't know, because I always look forward to Socktober so much. So yesterday I cast on 2 pairs of socks because, you know, this is the time to get these socks done. I also have been, I pulled out, sorry about the noise, it's my neighbor, he's cutting his grass. I pulled out my, remember when I was starting to make the little stitched bowl, slow stitch bowl? Well, I pulled that out. That was supposed to be a birthday present. And obviously it's not. But I pulled that out and I started stitching on that again. So I'm going to finish that. And I'm starting the second watercolor sketching course on Monday by the same person, Dream and Draw Art School, Anastasia. And this time the course is on cityscapes. I think we're doing 5 different cityscapes from different cities, it looks like, across Europe. So I'm looking forward to that because I love the idea of buildings, beautiful old buildings, and the surroundings. So I'm looking forward to starting that on Monday, and I'll catch that up with you. But I do have some other projects that are in my mind, and I'm also thinking about Vlogmas. Now, I didn't do Vlogmas last year, but I am thinking about it this year, and I was wondering if there's anything you would like me to share. The robins are gathering, not to change the subject, but they've been very chatty, and I've noticed them gathering in bunches, which means they're getting ready to leave. And listen to them. Can you hear them singing? You probably can't, but they've been so quiet for the last 6 weeks. Now they're singing and they're gathering, they're flying all over the place, and they're going to leave. I just know it. Of course, Mr. Blue Jay has to put his 2 cents in too. So what was I saying? Vlogmas, yes. I think I might do Vlogmas in some form this year, and I was thinking that I might do some projects on Vlogmas instead of, you know, what I'm doing today kind of thing. Maybe we would start a project on a Monday and work on it through the week, and then the weekend, I don't know, we'll see. I have some nice little Christmas ornament projects for different kinds of things. Some are stitched with felt, some are crocheted. Oh my gosh, look at them. I don't know if you can see them up there, but they're just, oh, you can't see them. I'm getting sidetracked by the robins. Yeah, I have quite a few small little short things that I could do with you online, and we could make some nice little Christmas gifts or little ornaments to give, put on packages and things like that. So anyway, let me know. Do you want me to do Vlogmas? And if so, what do you want to see? Okay, well, that is a wrap for this garden anyway. And next week I'll be starting the other one, weather permitting. Now, speaking of the weather, we're into October and anything can happen in October. We usually, it's not uncommon for us to get our first major snow on Halloween, but we have actually had storms, big snowstorms for Canadian Thanksgiving, which is in 2 weeks. So that's why I'm sticking to the garden, because my time is running out here. I know this. Hopefully we'll have a long fall, and maybe have a fall that lasts into November, but you never know here. You really never know. Can you hear the robins? Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss them. They've been so quiet, but I know they've been around because I've seen them. But I'm gonna miss them. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see you next week sometime. Watch out for the video on Sunday. It's just going to be some music and some of my photography. It's not long, but get yourself a nice warm cup of coffee or tea and look at the beauty that surrounds my life. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. So this is where the 2 garden boxes that I moved to the back were. So we've cleaned this all up. We're going to seed it as soon as we know for sure it's going to rain. And that is where I moved my little tree that was stuck in the back in the weeds, is here. So it'll do well here. So I still have this to cut down. I'm just going to cut this all down and then I'll weed it out in spring. It's mostly just hollyhocks anyway, and quack. So I'll just grab this stuff while I'm here. Take it to the back. So yeah, this grass needed a little top dressing anyway. My little apple tree there, and I have one there. Grab this stuff and take it to the back while I'm here. There we go. So this area is done as well. This is where the other arch was. I still have things to take out of here. Not much. A lot of it is weeds. I will take the Linaria. It's a wonderful ground cover. The irises I'll pull out. Maybe I'll put them over there. I don't know. This was going to be my secret garden, but we're going to grass it back up. But we're letting the cosmos have their day because they're still quite pretty. I'm surprised they grew in this horrible soil that they're in. And this is where the rose was that I put on the arch. And I still have a Carl's Forester grass there that I'm going to move. Little by little, it is getting done. Whoop, I'm hooked onto something. And look at this. This is my pile of quack. That's all quack. Can you believe it? This is what I've dug up in the last 13 days. Wow. Makes my arm sore just looking at it. I just harvested all this beautiful chard. Guess what we're having for supper tonight? Oh, look at that. One of my favorite things to eat is chard.